Hello, this is Exponents Part 2. So we're continuing working on laws of exponents. Alright, so let's look at this one right here. That says if you have a base number taken to the 0 power, that it equals 1. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see how that works. So for instance, let's say that I'll use the number 2. Let's say I had 2 cubed and I divided that by 2 cubed. Now remember on our last video that whenever you're dividing numbers that have the same base, you can subtract their exponents. So this would equal 2, and then 3 minus 3 equals 0. Now this law of exponents says that the number should equal 1. So 2 to the 0 should equal 1. Well, let me write this out another way to see if that's really true. 2 cubed is 2 times 2 times 2. And so if I divide 2 times 2 times 2 by itself, everything cancels out, and yes, I should get 1 over 1, or just 1. Also, another way of looking at it is 2 cubed is equal to 8. So does 8 divide by 8? Does that equal 1? Well, yes, it does. So here we see that when we have any base number to a 0 power, that equals 1. Doesn't matter what the number is. Alright, next I want to look at this one. That shows a base number to a negative exponent actually equals a fraction. Alright, let's take a look at that one. Let's say I have 2 to the negative 1 power. According to this law of exponents, this should equal 1 over 2, and then that exponent is now positive. So 2 to the 1, or just 2. So 2 to the negative 1 equals a half. That's interesting. Okay, let's look at an example to show that's true. Let's say I had 2 squared divided by 2 cubed. Now, according to my laws of exponents, I would subtract these. So 2 minus 3 equals negative 1. So the answer I get is 2 to the negative 1 power. Alright, now let's look at this problem a different way. I'll take 2 squared, which is 4, and divide that by 2 cubed, which is 8. What's 4 divided by 8? Well, if you said 1/2, you're right. As a fraction, it's 1/2. As a decimal, 0.5. So here I can see that it's true. 2 to the negative 1 power does equal 1/2. Alright, so students will often think that means it should be a negative number because the exponent's negative. That's not what it means. It really means fraction. So when you see negative exponent, I want you to think of a fraction. You take that base number, put it in the denominator, and now you make your exponent positive. So x to the minus 2 power would be 1 over x to the second power. Alright, we're not going to worry about this law of exponents. So here I just want to give you a couple examples to practice with. Okay, go ahead and simplify that. Pause your video and restart to check your answer. Alright, welcome back from pausing the video. In the numerator, we're multiplying two numbers with the same base. So add the exponents. X cubed times x squared would equal x to the 3 plus 2, which is 5. So that's x to the 5th. Okay, now we're dividing. Since I'm dividing numbers with the same base, subtract the exponents. This would equal x to the 5 minus 6. So that equals x to the negative 1 power. That would be an acceptable answer. Or you could write it like this. If I wrote out all the x's, the numerator was x times itself 5 times. the denominator was x times itself 6 times. And if I canceled out all the common factors of x, there would be 1 left over in the denominator. Okay, so the other way to write this answer is 1 over x. All right, let's try this one. Go ahead and simplify that. Pause your video and restart to check your answer. Welcome back from pausing the video. In the numerator, we have 2 cubed in a parenthesis and then a power of 2 on the outside. So we're going to multiply those exponents together. This numerator is going to equal 2 to the 6th power. Denominator, we're multiplying 2 to the 4th times 2 squared, so add the exponents. That also equals 2 to the 6th power. Alright, since we're dividing 2 to the 6th power by 2 to the 6th power, subtract the exponent. 6 minus 6, that equals 0. And of course, we're dividing the same number by itself, so that equals 1. So our answer to this is 2 to the 0 power, or 1. How'd you do? Let's try one more. All right, pause your video, simplify this, then restart to check your answer. Welcome back from pausing the video. Since we're squaring these base numbers inside the parenthesis, we're going to multiply the exponents together. So x squared times 2 is x to the 4th. Y cubed times 2, that's y to the 6th. Okay, and that's all over x to the 5th, y to the 5th. Now we're dividing, so subtract the numbers that have the same base, subtract their exponents. So x to the 4th divided by x to the 5th, okay, that would equal x to the minus 1. And then y to the 6th, subtract y to the 5th, that equals y to the positive 1, or just y. But let's go ahead and take this one step further. X to the minus 1 is really a fraction. It's really 1 over x. So the simplified answer we would have for this would be y over x. Okay, and again, it's because if I have x to the 4th power in the numerator being divided by x to the 5th power in the denominator, okay, 4 factors of x would cancel the 4 factors of x. I still have 1x in the denominator. So this is the preferred way of writing our final answer rather than leaving a negative exponent like here. So here's what we're looking for. Y over x would be the final answer. All right, that's all for this evening. Remember, read some books.